Okay, so objects has a clone method, and the clone method is great. You can make another copy, but first we have to understand is the, um, non-primitive, it only works for non-primitive object reference, right? So basically, it's just pointers. So you cannot use, primitive data. And it will copy the state and has, it does have separate memory, but it is only works for like shallow copy, which means just that object itself, you may have a different memory, but what the object inside, for example, the composition, right? It has many other objects as components. They are not copied. They're not cloned. They will be shared, which means you have two this type of object, and they will share the same inner objects, right? Or member objects, okay? Member objects. So this still we need to understand this, okay? And if you want to make a deep clone, then you have to go inside. A good example is like vector, right? So vector, you make another copy, you just create another vector, but they contain the same elements, okay? Same set of elements. So if you make change to those elements, then it will be reflected everywhere, okay? So that's one thing we really need to understand, okay? And if you want to make it secure, then you can make it final. Nobody can change that, right? And what do we do? You make it. So this one is that manually copy mutable data objects. So this is just make a deep clone. Okay, make a deep clone. Okay, now I will show you a example. Okay, example. So this is again is from the third. Okay, from the third example. And for this example, we have a sensitive class, and the sensitive class has like they can replace, okay, replace the the string, right? Okay, this did okay, that's fine. And for the insecure one, so we don't have this, a clone, okay? But we, for this clone, we don't have this throw exception. Then whenever we have a child class to extend this class, then it will actually try to override the clone, right? Okay, override the clone. So you can have a clone that do nothing, okay, can do nothing. And then what it will do is, okay, it will do is trying to, that's, this is only if you have the exception, but if it's no exception, then it will just pass, right? And then what it will do, it will just replace with the XX. Okay, so let's run, and it obviously it's successful. So it has changed the original information, which is not acceptable, So what we can do is we do not, we can have something like this. You cannot, I don't want you to clone, okay? We don't want you to clone. And whenever you are trying to do this, then it will throw an exception, right? Throw exception out, okay? And what it says, should say it's not clonable, okay? Not clonable. Again, of course, this will tell you some information. If the file.txt is not it's sensitive, you should not tell them what is the file name, But anyway, we are just focusing on one thing at a time. Okay. So that's about the secure clone. Okay.